saturated fat just sitting on your body. A lot of people, it's like damn near impossible for them to lose weight because they refuse to look at what they're eating. You are what you eat. Now, here's a $10,000 tip right here. A lot of big influencers will sell you this information, but here on this channel, you're going to get it for free. All right. Now, check this out. One of the best, most efficient, easiest ways for you to burn fat throughout your body is going to be start incorporating. Shh. It's because you're using stored fat for energy. Shh. Glory to God for giving me the ability to be able to convey this message to these people who not only want the help, but also need the help. All right. So welcome to the channel, and I hope you're all doing well. And if you came here because you want to learn the quickest and most effective ways to not only burn fat, but also build some good muscle, some good solid muscle, not muscle that's surrounded by a bunch of fat. All right. So what we're going to be talking about today is maximizing potential through stimulating your body, boosting hormones in your body the natural way. All right. A lot of people think that you got to take all these over-the-counter medicines and ingredients just to be able to get your body to do what it does naturally. And if you need all that stuff, that's just one big simple symptom right there. Your body's out of sync. All right. So that's what the purpose of this video is. Get your body back in sync till it can do what it's supposed to do naturally. All right. Because it's not supposed to be extremely difficult for your body. Not only burn fat, as well as produce certain hormones that your body needs, like testosterone. Testosterone is one of the main hormones that your body produces as far as giving you that that extra strength so you can get in there and get the work done, get strength, get your recovery up, That's the purpose of producing certain hormones within your body, right? So make sure you watch the entire video, because throughout this entire video, I'm going to be step by step layering down, putting down the information for you to absorb so you can understand, so you can actually get results and benefit and thrive, all right? First thing, what's the easiest way for people to burn fat in their body, right? Because a lot of people do a lot of workouts and they're wondering why they're not burning fat, all right? You ever heard that saying, you are what you eat? It's kind of true, right? So if you're eating nothing but a bunch of baked potatoes, chips, fried food, fast food, microwave food, everything you eating is all about convenience. You're not doing anything to actually cook your own meals or eating any fresh fruits and vegetables, nothing like that, then that's what you're going to be. You eat fried chicken, you're going to be a piece of fried chicken. You're going to be all greasy, lazy, no energy flowing through you, because if you compare the pH level, potential hydrogen within a piece of chicken, like a piece of fried chicken, compared to something simple like a zucchini or a piece of cucumber. First off, I gotta say this. Hydrogen is one of the main essential key elements for your body to be able to not just function, but to be able to thrive, all right? You want your joints to be able to function properly. You want your cells to be able to communicate properly, right? You want your body to be able to heal so you can actually move. You want to be able to work out so you can get stronger, right? You need hydrogen. And one of the best ways to get hydrogen is in fruits and vegetables, because when you check a pH scale, potential hydrogen, food scale, fruits and vegetables with low sugar are at the top. All right, that's the reason why they got this pH water. But the downside of pH water is usually 9 times out of 10, by the time you actually open up that pH water, if you test it, it's going to be testing in an acidic range, right? So it's going to be the same thing as just regular old bottled water. So what it is, at the time of bottling, it's alkaline. But when it gets to you, it's not alkaline. So when you look at the ingredients, tell me why there's a whole bunch of ingredients in there, right? There shouldn't be ingredients in water. Water should just be water. So you shouldn't be trying to get your alkaline from water, all right? Unless you got like some source to like some kind of crazy well or like some running stream or something. Other than that, I just drink regular distilled water. If other than that, just get the best water you can. But your main source of hydrogen should be coming from fruits and vegetables, all right? Now you're wondering, why is this beneficial? Why is hydrogen so beneficial compared to me eating my piece of chicken? I thought I needed protein. You do need protein. There's nothing wrong with protein. And also here's another thing. A lot of people don't know that fruits and vegetables have protein in them as well. It's just there's not as much. But here's the thing. You need protein from meat and stuff like this. A lot of valuable, beneficial stuff in there. But the thing is, look at your body's health as far as your body's consistent pH level within like your blood and everything, your blood, the way it responds is. If you're eating a lot of foods that are mostly acidic, you're going to be leaning your body towards the acidic side, versus if you're eating more alkaline foods, you're going to be leaning your body towards the alkaline. Here's the health benefits of alkaline versus acidic food. Acidic food, when you look at all the things that's going on with people, the problems that they're having, joint health, bone health, brain health, gut health, a lot of it has to do with acidic foods, processed foods, fast food, microwave food. A lot of these things are low on the pH level. Those are the things that are causing people to have issues. Those foods that are acidic and low on the pH level are the reason why a lot of people are having trouble losing fat, because if most of the food you're eating is low on the pH level, it's going to be hard for you to not only burn fat, it's going to be hard for you to have energy so you can go even work out, right? So if you're eating food that is higher on the pH level, it's going to help with your recovery. It's going to help with your body's cell communication. It's going to help with your body's function overall. And also it has anti-cancer properties, anti-cancer properties. All right, just make sure you know what I said when I said that. All right. If you do a little bit of research, use Google, Bing, any of those search engines, we live in 2023, utilize these resources to your benefit, all right? Don't do yourself a disservice of not using those things, all right? It's very easy. You got a phone, use it. And now some people may be wondering, why should I eat fruits or vegetables to try to get some protein, all right? Because here's another thing that comes with as far as benefits of fruits and vegetables, all right? It makes your body more efficient, all right? So if your body is super inefficient because you've been consuming foods that are processed, fried foods, microwave food, you see the trend, right? If you've been eating mostly those kind of foods for 20, 30 years, your body's super inefficient. Your gut is more than likely clogged up with gunk, and you're about to be having to call the doctor because you're going to need some kind of prostate exam, colon cleansing, or you might just get the C word down in there. All these things can be avoided. That's the purpose of this kind of videos: preventive maintenance, preventive measures, preventive steps, all right? So you can get good health throughout your body, all right? Because I know me personally, I don't want cancer, all right? And hopefully you don't either. I know a lot of people know people, we have family members that have this, but at the same time, a lot of them don't have access to the kind of information that's out these days, or they have access to it, but they don't know to look at those kind of things, all right? Luckily if you're here today, you're getting the chance to be exposed to this kind of information, all right? So start eating foods that are higher in the pH level so you can start making your body more efficient, all right? You notice how I'm able to talk real fast and stuff like that? Is because I eat a main staple of foods that are high in the pH level, but I also eat a lot of superfoods that a lot of people don't know about, like spirulina, beetroot powder. I like to do certain extracts that are super beneficial for your body. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I like to do. Chlorophyll is super good for detoxing your body. I like to put it in water, so whenever I get acidic feeling in my stomach, drink a little bit of water with some chlorophyll in there, boom, your stomach acid is depleted. You feel much better. I got a water bottle right here with a little bit of chlorophyll left in it. I drunk it with chlorophyll, and as well as the other little natural mushrooms and stuff like that. And I just filled up with water again. You still see the water bottle has kind of like a greenish tinge to it because of the leftover chlorophyll that was in there. But I've done product reviews. I've compared different products. You want to check this out? I suggest you scroll through my different videos. I suggest you check out all my videos because I got all different kinds of different content right out there for you guys to benefit from. Workouts, product reviews, foods as in general, the benefits of fasting, et cetera, et cetera. Now, speaking of fasting, that's the next thing we're going to get into. Once you've started eating foods that are high in pH, you can start reversing all that negative damage of eating foods that have basically damn near no pH, all right? Acidic foods, super acidic foods, all right? And when I say acidic, I mean low on the pH balance, because the human body is supposed to be at a standard of pH 7. That's neutral pH. If you look at the scale, a lot of water that a lot of people drink in bottled water is below pH 7, so that's saying something, like tap water, that's below 7. So if you're drinking tap water, not only are you getting those harmful minerals that's in there in the water, potential bacteria, exposure to, et cetera, all these other kind of things, if it's not common sense, just so you know, don't drink tap water. So in a nutshell, if it's not clear already, eating foods that are high on a pH balance are going to help get your body back to normal, all right? Because a lot of people don't know that a lot of processed foods and all these acidic foods are the reason why people's bodies are not producing hormones that they need to be able to get the gains. It's not producing the hormones so that they need so they can actually get the mental fortitude to work out. It's a lot of those harmful foods are suppressing hormones like within your brain, hormones that you need to be able to function properly, hormones that you need to be able to sleep properly. Your body is running on hormones, all kind of hormones running through your body, just going crazy. And a lot of people don't know is that this new modern type of food that's out is suppressing the hormones you need and increasing the hormones that are actually bad for you. I'm going to move on to the next thing, intermittent fasting. all right? Because I don't want this video to be 3 hours long, all right? I got tons of videos diving deep into certain topics. I suggest you check them out. Now, here's a $10,000 tip right here. A lot of big influencers will sell you this information, but here on this channel, you're gonna get it for free, all right? Now, check this out. One of the best, most efficient, easiest ways for you to burn fat throughout your body is going to be start incorporating intermittent fasting into your body. Now, what is intermittent fasting? You'll be wondering. Intermittent fasting is like a step down from just straight up fasting. Straight up fasting is like not eating for 24, 48, 72 hours, just not eating anything and just having water or something like that, or just having maybe chlorophyll or something while you're fasting or something like that. That's a lot more strenuous and is not very practical for a beginner. All right, just to be clear, there are some tremendous benefits to fasting, like autophagy or autophagy. I got a video on that as well. But back to the subject, intermittent fasting is a great introductory way for a lot of people to start incorporating the benefits of fasting. All right, now in case a lot of people don't know this, intermittent fasting not only does it help you start taking steps towards fasting daily, but it also helps with giving your gut a little bit of break, because when you eat a lot of food, you start getting that sleepiness. Imagine how much more energy you have if you ate less, all right? Because there's a proper way to eat throughout the day, and then there's a wrong way to eat throughout the day, because a lot of foods are really hard on your digestive system, like meat, foods that have to be cooked, grain, rice, all these kind of foods. Those foods are best for someone who's at the beginning phases of trying to burn fat and lose weight and stuff. Save those foods for the end of the day, all right? Do that after you've done your fasting, after you've done your workout, et cetera, et cetera. The beginning, after you've done your fasting, the best kind of foods to eat at the beginning of the day would be fruits, vegetables, foods that don't necessarily have to be cooked, or cook the fruits and vegetables if you need to, or cook the vegetables if you want to, something like broccoli, zucchini, or asparagus, whatever you want, just to make it a little more palatable. But at the same time, keep in mind, you want to cook it as lightly as possible, because you want to preserve as much nutrition as possible so you can get as many gains, many benefits as possible, all right, from that food, because you don't want to cook all the nutrients out and then you're just eating a bunch of cellulose, a bunch of plant material with no nutrition, right? Because nutrition is alive, and just like you, if I put you in a pot, you'll die, right? Keep that in mind. Nice and simple, right? So in the beginning phases, just start out by cutting out breakfast, all right? Start off the day with a cup of water. If you need something, get yourself a cup of coffee. Light on the sugar, all right? Light on the sugar, because sugar is not really good. It's acidic. That's another topic for another video. But coffee is also good for suppressing the appetite, as well as it's a nootropic, meaning it's going to get your brain stimulated and everything. And another good key tip to help yourself with intermittent fasting in the early phases, because those hormone imbalances are going to be fighting you. You got ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin is the hormone that makes you feel hungry. So even though you technically may not actually be hungry, meaning like you're deprived of food, but you may still feel that feeling inside your gut that makes you tell you that you want to eat. It's just because your body is used to doing things a certain way. If your body is used to eating in the morning, when you decide to start doing intermittent fasting, you cut out breakfast, your body's like, time to start eating breakfast, even though technically your last meal was 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock the night before. Now keep in mind, it takes 24 to 48 hours for your food to fully digest. So are you really hungry in the morning? Or you just think that you just want to eat because you're just used to being comfortable? The modern day human today is just used to being comfortable. So that's the reason why the modern day human today likes to eat 3 meals a day, even though they don't need it, even though it's the kind of food that's really just ceasing their energy. It's halting your energy, right? You gotta keep those kind of things in mind, all right? Because you want to be able to have the best benefits ever, right? You want to be able to be thriving and moving and grooving. You want to be constantly getting benefits and results the whole time, all right? Another benefit of fasting is not just letting your gut have a rest so you can improve energy, but as well as it allows your body to start beginning that natural cleansing process, right? Because when your body's not digesting, then what is your body doing? Your body's cleansing. Your body's cleaning up in there. So say on a regular day, if you decide to not eat till 2 p.m., up until that point, your body is removing waste out of your gut. That's the reason why I say 1 cup of coffee in the morning after you have your cup of water in the morning is beneficial, because it has other benefits, but also it's a good diuretic. It's going to be good for helping your body relieve the bowel movements, to help get that food that maybe if you didn't have coffee, it would still be sitting in there till you eat your first meal. Because when you eat, That's another trigger that your body has assigned to release out of your body, you know? But imagine if you can get it out of your body sooner by having that cup of coffee, all right? You know, there's nothing wrong with a cup of coffee, just don't abuse it. You know, it's just like here's a rule of thumb. Too much of anything is going to be bad for you, right? So too much coffee is acidic, you know, because coffee is on the acidic side, but it's all about balance, you know? Meat is on the acidic side, but it's all about balance, right? Just don't overdo it. One cup of coffee, low on the sugar, right? Keep those things in mind. If you stayed all the way to this part, then that means you really do want to know the information, because I'm going to hit you with the final information, the most important, most vital information, I would say. All right. That's going to be beneficial to helping you burn fat. All right. Now, we've already talked about intermittent fasting. Once you've been able to do intermittent fasting daily, all right, no, that means like wait until at least lunchtime. I don't mean eating at 12, like say have a late lunch, 2, 3 o'clock. Once you can do that and you're able to squeeze a workout in before that, before your first meal, is going to help burn even more fat than if you ate before that, all right? Because here's the thing. Shh. It's because you're using stored fat for energy. Shh. I've already said that when you eat a lot of food, it makes your body tired. So imagine the energy, the extra energy you have when you decide to just work out before you eat your first meal, all right? So you don't have that physical stress, you don't have that physical strain of digesting going on. That's going to allow you to be able to focus more efficiently, put more effort into your workout, you know, so you can get nice and strong, get your muscles going. You can really focus in more, because unless you've been fasting, you don't really know how much energy your body can feel. Your body can actually feel so much more energy when you're not eating. Sounds like an oxymoron, but it's actually true. The times that I have the most energy are the times where I fast all the way until dinner time. Just before dinner time, you actually have like all this energy. It's not till you actually eat, that's when you start feeling sleepy. You're like, oh man, like all this, you were so sharp and you have all this mental focus and like so swift and everything. And it's just, it's hard to explain, and it's easier to appreciate once you experience it for yourself. All right. So keep that in mind. I want you to start doing intermittent fasting, eat foods that are higher in the pH level, only keep your coffee down to a minimum, low on the sugar, especially if you're in the beginning phases. Try to push that first meal out further and further every single day, all right? Because once the further you can push it out and work out before you actually eat, so I give you an example. If you're not going to eat until 6 p.m., but between 2 and 3, you're getting like this good, super dope workout. Not only is your body going to have more energy because you don't have the strain of digesting, your body's also going to be producing those key essential hormones. Key essential hormones such as human growth hormone, which is not some crazy steroid stuff. It's natural. That's why it's called human growth hormone. Your body produces it naturally. The main problem is a lot of people aren't able to take advantage of this hormone because they're eating and doing certain things that are suppressing this hormone, stopping your body from producing this hormone. But if you start doing intermittent fasting, your body will already start doing the production. It will start increasing the production of human growth hormone. All right. Another thing is when you work out, you do some really hard, strenuous workout during your fasting period, you're going to naturally produce more testosterone. Now, if you look at the benefits of testosterone, this is going to aid you in your performance. It's going to aid you with your workout. It's going to aid you on top of the testosterone and the human growth hormone. You're going to be boosting your body's performance. And these are the beginning phases of making your body more efficient. This is how you can go from needing to eat a whole bunch of chicken all day to just barely eating any protein really at all, you know, getting most of your protein from like say plants or something, or not even needing a bunch of protein. Because here's the thing, what's more beneficial than protein? Amino acids, because that's what protein is made out of. Amino acids come together to make the protein which your muscles are made out of. All right. Protein's only so beneficial if there's no amino acids in there. That's the reason why meat is not as beneficial protein wise compared to spirulina. I just probably blew someone's mind right now, right? Because meat has this thing where it's on the acidic side. So yeah, there's amino acids, there's vitamins, minerals in it, and there's fat that's beneficial to the body. Some meat have saturated fat, which isn't good for the human body. But there's benefits to the meat, but because it's so low on the acidic side, it's like almost like taking 2 steps forward and taking a step back versus something like spirulina, which doesn't have as much protein, let's say like a whole pound steak versus 1 or 2 scoops of spirulina. Spirulina doesn't have as much protein. But I tell you what, but if you take a pound of spirulina compared to a pound of steak, spirulina is going to outweigh it as far as protein. Because here's the kicker: spirulina has this effect of giving you the protein, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals that your body needs, but it also aids in making your body efficient. So when you think about that, when your body's more efficient, you don't need as much protein as the mainstream says you need, right? What do they say? A gram of protein for your body weight or something. Yeah, that may be true if you're eating inefficient food, if you're doing things in an inefficient way. You know, a lot. Have you ever looked at bodybuilders and you notice that they just got this gut that's like just out to here? I haven't eaten anything today. I haven't eaten anything today. So see, my stomach is flat. My stomach is flat today. But at the same time, I haven't lost any weight. Only weight I lose daily is the weight that's in my gut. All right. I'm able to maintain my body weight, and in fact, I'm able to gain muscle without even eat a whole bunch. Have you ever heard of people who eat 1 meal a day, but they're still really strong, they're still really fit, and they're still being able to get the performance and still be able to get the results they want? Because it's natural and normal for your body to eat 1 meal a day, all right? Now, here's the thing: a lot of people are eating bad food compared to eating good food. So, if you're eating food that's making your body inefficient, not only are you going to desire more food than your body actually needs to function, you're gradually taking more and more steps towards making your body even more inefficient. Versus if you're eating foods that only give you benefits, you're going to be taking steps towards making your body even more efficient because you're giving your body exactly what it needs. Right? You see what I'm saying? So you don't have all this excess fat. You know, you can get your body, you can get all vascular and stuff like that because you don't have all this saturated fat just sitting on your body. A lot of people, it's like damn near impossible for them to lose weight because they refuse to look at what they're eating. You are what you eat. All right? Take care of yourself. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.